every color we unite, together we shine, bring the light. Through stormy weather, through the pain, with open hearts, we'll break the chains. It's you and me, we'll stand so tall, in the rainbow's embrace, we'll never fall. Hand in hand, we'll share the dream, a tapestry of love, woven at the seams. With every hue our voice is strong, together is one, where we all belong. It's you and me, we'll rise above, in the rainbow's embrace, we spread our love. In every corner of the earth we sing, a symphony of hope that unity brings. With every color, let our love soar, together as one, forevermore.
Good evening and welcome to the Universal Rainbow Faith Church right here in Las Vegas, Nevada, at the historic Commercial Center District. My name is Paula Sadler, and I am the founding minister and president here at URF, and I welcome you in on YouTube and TikTok and Facebook, and to all of those who will be viewing this recording later, thank you for joining, and thank you for being with us this beautiful evening. And this is November 9th, 2025, and our title tonight and theme of the week is Finding Gratitude in All Circumstances this month, and for the week, Finding Strength in Community. So welcome to our virtual online community. And a little recap from last week, we did take a break for the first time in several months, and we did a self-service. So I hope for those who tuned in, you listened to our music and you read our service that was on Facebook and YouTube. And so a little recap from last week, bridging last week's self-service to tonight's message. Beloveds, last Sunday we paused for a self-guided Sabbath, a sacred time to rest, reflect, and remember that even in stillness, Spirit moves. And our theme was cultivating gratitude and joy. So I hope that showed up for you this week. And we reflected on how gratitude itself becomes a holy act of resistance when faith is twisted or weaponized. We're reminded that the greatest miracle of all is to be alive and to know it, and that just breathing is the miracle. So even when systems falter and fear divides, gratitude lights our way forward. It was a quiet call to remember that the flame cannot be taken. The light of divine love within each of us continues to burn bright. And so tonight, as we gather once again in community, we carry that same light into a new reflection. When the world shuts down, the heart still speaks. From gratitude, we move into strength. From solitude, we return to connection. And from reflection, we rise together in love. So let us rise together in love tonight. And let us begin tonight's service in that spirit, grateful, grounded, and united. And I'd like to just take a moment to do a little prayer. Earlier before the service, I saw some homeless people, most likely someone who's an addict or an alcoholic. They weren't doing well. Maybe they had mental health challenges. A few people were getting into an argument, and they just seemed so sad and confused and lost, and unfortunately a danger to themselves and others. And so I just want to take a moment of silence to think about all of those who are suffering from addiction, from alcoholism, from mental health challenges, who are also facing any kind of home insecurity or being unhoused. And let's just take a moment to send them light and love and God's healing balm to bring them to recovery and a new life and a new way of being. And we give thanks for that healing. And so it is. Amen. And so, as we look at our theme this month, finding gratitude in all circumstances, our focus tonight is finding strength in community. And how do we do that? Well, this season, for the entire fall season, we are focusing on miracles of reflection and healing. So I hope that you are experiencing many beautiful miracles and taking time for reflection to bring that inner healing that is needed. And we have a divine guardian saint of the month, Saint Wewa, patron of two-spirit people and indigenous wisdom. And I hope you enjoyed our opening song, Embracing Togetherness. It is our original, URF original, and you can hear all of our music on YouTube and TikTok. And tonight we do have a special new song that will be premiering. It is The Heart That Listens. And so, as our opening song, Embracing Together, tells us, let our voices rise in unity and love, knowing that we are one in spirit, we are one in light, and that we are bound by the rainbow love. Can you feel that? I can feel that. And so, beloveds, welcome and welcome home. Welcome to the URF. Today, we gather to remember that community is our sacred heartbeat, and it's the pulse of the divine love moving through all of creation. When the world feels divided, as it is now, and in our country and in so many places, Spirit reminds us that our strength is not found in sameness, but yet in connection with each other. So together, we weave a tapestry of faith and courage and compassion that no force, no power can tear apart. Feel that inside. Feel that tapestry of faith within you and that courage and that compassion. It's igniting. Our URF mission statement, Universal Rainbow Faith is a sacred spiritual home where LGBTQIA plus people and allies are fully affirmed, celebrated, and protected. We believe that gender, love, and identity are divine expressions of the Creator, activating the rainbow light of love to affirm the sacredness of every person, especially those long denied, excluded, or erased. We exist to heal spiritual trauma, celebrate LGBTQIA plus divinity, and restore dignity across body, mind, and spirit for all people. Our URF mission, a world where every soul shines in divine truth, unashamed and unafraid. We envision a planet healed by love, united in sacred justice, and empowered by spiritual authenticity. And let us take a few moments to just center ourselves and take a moment to breathe in connection, and exhale out separation. And let us breathe in gratitude and exhale out fear. Feeling that release from your body. Knowing that you are a part of a sacred whole as we breathe in community and we exhale out separateness. You are loved. And we have our announcements for this month. And as we gather this week in the spirit of gratitude and community, as the world faces challenges and divisions, we are reminded that our strength comes not from fear of politics or people, but from the heart of the divine love within us all. We are reminded that our strength comes not from fear or politics. We're not running from anything or running to anything, but from the heart of the divine, connecting with our heart of divine love that is within us all. It is within you and me. And so may this week's message, when the world shuts down, the heart still speaks, guide us back to faith, courage, and connection. And our sacred reading. So let's take a look at what we need to know tonight. Wow. So it just opened to Reflections of Peace on 9/11. And let's see what this has to say. This is about the number 11, a master teacher, a powerfully highly charged number that is showing us the way. This entry is from October 25th, 2001, and page 39. Channeled Guidance, page 42. Dear children of the universe, we share with you now all the love that is yours. The angel of peace is now guiding you. Look now into each other's eyes and behold the beauty that you see. For when you look deeply into the eyes of your brothers and sisters, you see yourself. All that you hold to be true of yourself is in your fellow man. Humankind, you are human, and you are more than this. You are spiritual beings of energy, light, and love, having a human experience. You live but a short time on this planet. Making the most of it means doing the work that it takes to truly know oneself and to know God within. Do not hold in your dreams. Do not let others hold you down. The only thing in this life that holds you down is your own mind. It is only in your imagination that enemies exist, and it is only in your imagination that God exists. This means that through the power of your mind, you create your entire reality. You are the creator of your life on this planet and throughout the rest of your eternity. Eternity exists only in your own mind. Choose now an eternity with God, the everlasting creator of life, love, happiness, and peace. We allow you now to know the deep inner you, the creative child of God that you are. We allow you to now release all your fears, inhibitions, and self-doubts. You are now more open to receive God's special plan for you. Your heart is now freer of all the pains and hurts of this life and all past life experiences. You are now free to explore this planet and the inner and outer universe. You are free from all negativity. There is nothing more from this point on in your life that you cannot handle, with the remembered knowledge that God dwells within eternally. Ulag sanish turuhu in modo kalikno ish ra ashlamanet inoshnion. We say, listen now to sweet inner spirit of life that dwells in the inner garden of your being. Peace is now yours eternally. And that was The Nature of Miracles, page 43, which you can get on Amazon. And what small act of gratitude can you offer today that reconnects you to your community? For me, I'm grateful for the opportunity to have presented a financial stewardship and pledge program to Unity of Las Vegas this morning, as I am also serving at that church as a treasurer and historian and a member of the Unity of Las Vegas for over 20 years. And I'm so grateful to be a part of their ongoing ministry and growth. It was just so wonderful and an honor to be able to be there and to serve in that way. And what about you? What small act of gratitude can you offer today that reconnects you to your community? Think about that, what you can do today or tomorrow. And so our new blogs that are out as of last week, we have the 2025 government shutdown, who's listening, who's losing, who's waiting, and who's paying the price, or who's losing and who's winning and who's paying the price. You can read that at universalrainbowfaith.org under the blog post or the bottom of the homepage. And there is the blog, The Morning Revelation, the Divine Conversation Between Heart and Page. And that is about a dream that I had of traveling 250 years in the future and meeting God and all that was said and all that transpired in that dream. I invite you to the blog to read about those two. Know that both of those blogs are woven into this week's sermon and message of community resilience and inner listening, which I'm so excited to be sharing with you tonight. And our saint of the month, Saint Wewa, patron of two of spirit people and indigenous wisdom, whose color is turquoise and the symbol is feather. And the Remembrance Day is symbolic for November 15th, being very historical for Indigenous Peoples Month. And it is in the balance of masculine and feminine energies that we find sacred harmony. And as we honor Saint Wewa, we celebrate two spirit wisdom and Indigenous teachings that honor the divine in all genders and souls. We have some seasonal observances and upcoming services. For November, this is all about finding gratitude in all circumstances. So you are invited to do that. And November 2nd, we had Cultivating Gratitude and Joy. That was our self-service Sunday. Tonight is Finding Strength in Community. Next week, mark your calendar, Sacred Service, the Gift of Giving. And on the 23rd, we have a Feast of Thanks and a Gratitude celebration. And November 30th, The Light Returns, Advent of Hope. And know that your gifts sustain this ministry of light and love across the world. We invite you to give or join today at universalrainbowfaith.org under donations or on our donation tab through Tithely. Every contribution supports our sacred music, live streams, community outreach, and global spiritual education, and also is tax deductible. Know that your generosity fuels real miracles, and that every gift, no matter what size, is an act of love. And we thank you for your generous contributions. Next week, our theme, Sacred Service, the Gift of Giving. Join us for a powerful service exploring the spiritual joy of generosity and how giving transforms both giver and receiver. We will have new original music and a message of divine abundance. And you can stay connected with us on universalrainbowfaith.org, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. You can also call us or email at contact@universalrainbowfaith.org. And that is all of our announcements. And let's just do a special blessing for our children. And so welcome to all of our young viewers, all of our children, our teens and young adults. And so know, beloved children of the rainbow light, that you are made of divine love. You are protected, cherished, and guided by the light within you. Your heart is a sacred flame that can never be extinguished. May you walk in kindness, courage, and joy, knowing that Spirit moves through you, and that you are a blessing to this world, and that we love you unconditionally, just as you are and as you are becoming. And you can be whoever you are, whoever you want to be, dress however you like, wear your hair however you like, and express yourself freely and beautifully and creatively, and we will love you just as you are. And our affirmation spoken together: I am a light of love. I am safe and sacred. I am a part of the rainbow family of spirit. I shine brightly just as I am. And so it is. And that brings us to this evening's message. When the world shuts down, the heart still speaks. As we explore finding strength in community and what that means, and finding gratitude in all circumstances, beloveds, when the world grows loud with fear, division, and uncertainty, as we're seeing now, the voice of Spirit does not go silent. Even when governments stall and systems crumble, as we're seeing, even when the headlines shout scarcity or chaos, I want you to know that the heart of God still whispers. Be still and listen. And can you hear and sense and feel that still small voice within you and within our community. In my recent blog, the 2025 government shutdown, Who's Losing and Who's Winning and Who's Paying the Price, I reflected on the quiet suffering that happens when political ego overshadows compassion. Families are waiting for paychecks, elders are waiting for medicine, children waiting for hope. And yet, in that pause, the Spirit keeps speaking, and I heard it loud and clear. It speaks through those who show up anyway. Our neighbors who share food, strangers who offer kindness, communities that refuse to close their hearts even when the world seems closed for business. The heart that listens can always hear the voice of love beyond the noise of fear. And we are rising above that fear. And that listening, that stillness, is what my other blog, Morning Revelation, the divine conversation between heart and page, was born from. Knowing that that sacred space where pen meets spirit, where God writes directly through the soul, through yours and through mine, it reminds us that revelation doesn't only come from pulpits or prophets. It comes from those who dare to listen deeply. And are you listening? Are you listening deeply? Because Spirit is speaking. So, how do we find strength in community? Well, the world teaches us to look for strength in dominance. Isn't that what we're hearing all around and seeing? And in wealth and power or control, hard control. But Spirit teaches us to find strength in connection between you and I, and all in our community, all across our country, all across the world, through compassion and shared humanity. And we can even extend that out into the spiritual realm, into all dimensions of time and space, to all of the earths, to all of the galaxies, and beyond. If you can dream it and believe it, you can conceive it. Conceive, believe, and achieve. And so our power as a community is not how loud we shout. And there are many who are shouting, and you may be one of them, and you just want to shout and shout as loud as you can. But know that that's not our power. Our power comes from how deeply we love. Know that true community is a miracle, and that we have that, and that can never be taken away. Not because we agree on everything, but because we stay connected through everything. We get to stay connected, you and I, tonight. Together, here we are, in this virtual space that's being broadcast and will be available worldwide, or mostly worldwide. Know that that connection through everything is our true community, and it is a miracle to be able to share in this way, because just 50 or 100 years ago, this was not possible. So bless our internet and our YouTubes and TikToks and Facebooks and social pages and websites, all of the ways in which we get to beautifully communicate with one another, that you can hear my voice, you can see me, we can share with each other. Amazing. And there is an energy connection. We are connected energetically. So welcome. Welcome to my space. And I know that I'm welcome to yours. And so this week, as we hold gratitude in our hearts, just place your hand on your heart, and I want you to remember this. No shutdown can stop the divine flow. And let's say that to ourselves. No shutdown can stop the divine flow in my life. No shutdown can stop the divine flow in our community. No shutdown can stop the divine flow of love right here and right now. And so it is. Amen. And so remember, no human law can silence the eternal word of love that lives within us all. Can you feel that love within your heart? Do you know that now? That there is no human law that can silence love. Love withstands all. Love heals all. Love is the light, and it is our way. And as we look towards our sacred teachings of our Saint Wewa, This month we honor our saint, the patron of two-spirit people and indigenous wisdom, a bridge walker between worlds, and Weiwa embodied the sacred balance, weaving masculine and feminine, human and spirit into one harmonious whole. In a time when colonial powers tried to define who was worthy, Weiwa simply was radiant, gifted, deeply connected to the earth and to the Creator. And that is our invitation as well. And they remind us that diversity is not a modern idea, it is an ancient truth. So the story of St. Weiwa calls us to remember that our strength as a community comes from honoring every expression of the divine, every color, every gender, every story. And when the world builds walls, as we have seen, spirit builds bridges right over those walls. And when fear divides, love weaves us back together like beautiful baskets made of sweet grass. Just as the government may shut down out of fear or division, the soul reopens through connection. So the soul is open. Through gratitude for those who hold the light, and I hold the light, I know that you are holding the light, and for everyone, you are invited to hold the light and be a bridge of love. St. Weiwa teaches that balance is not sameness, it's sacred harmony, the rhythm between giving and receiving, speaking and listening, the sun, the moon, the heart, and the mind. So today, as we breathe together, let us take a deep breath in all together. May we feel the same ancient balance flowing through us, and exhale. Let's take another deep breath in, knowing that we are breathing in the breath of our ancestors and all of those who came before this ancient breath that we have, the particles that are in the air, the atoms, the ions, the molecules, all here still within our space. And let's breathe that collective wisdom and love, grace and compassion, and breathe in the heart of God in this moment. And we breathe out all fear and dispel all negativity and feel strong and powerful and connected through our connections with each other. The courage of authenticity, we breathe in and exhale. The peace of acceptance, we breathe in and exhale. And finally, the unity of divine creation, we breathe in. Can you feel that unity? Exhale. And so remember this week, as we move forward into our fall and holiday season, when the world shuts down, the heart still speaks. When the news divides, our spirits unite. When systems fail, as they are, love prevails anew. Our task, dear ones, is to keep listening. Keep listening. Listen not only with your ears and seeing with your eyes and intuiting with your consciousness, but hearing with your heart. Our hearts are sensing organs that sense and hear and feel energy vibrations, love vibrations. So let us take a moment to imagine listening with our heart to the whisper of the heart that says, you are a part of something greater. You are not alone. We are not alone. We have each other. So take another breath. Put your hand on your heart and just close your eyes and feel the heartbeat of creation within you. Can you feel that pulse and that rhythm of the divine? And know in this moment that God is still working, even in the silence. And remember, the greatest miracle of all is to be alive and to know it. Breathing is the miracle. I am a miracle, and life is a miracle. And gratitude is how we keep the miracle alive, and I thank you. And through that gratitude, we become the living light that keeps the world open, one heart at a time. Amen. And let us take that into our time of meditation this evening. Our meditation titled The Heart That Listens and the Light That Connects. And I invite you into this stillness. Take a deep breath in. Let it fill you with peace. Exhale slowly, releasing everything that does not serve you in this moment. Breathe again, and let the rhythm of your breath remind you that you are alive, that you are loved, and that you belong. And exhale. Now imagine a gentle violet light glowing in the center of your chest. This is your inner sanctuary, your sacred flame, the divine spark that never goes out. Each breath you take fans this flame of life. Breathe in. And as you breathe, feel this light expand. It moves through your chest, your shoulders, your hands, and your voice. With every heartbeat, it whispers, "You are not alone. You are connected. You are divine." Now see threads of light extending from your heart, radiant strands of gold, violet, and soft rainbow hues. They reach outward to every soul that you love, to those you have prayed for, and even to those you have yet to meet. Each thread connects you to another beating heart, forming a web of divine community that spans the whole earth, the whole universe, and galaxies beyond. See it pulsing gently, a living rainbow of compassion, strength, and belonging. Feel Saint Wewa lights joining yours, the light of two spirit wisdom, balance, and sacred harmony. Their spirit moves through this web, touching every soul who seeks unity between masculine and feminine within, whispering, "You are balanced. You are whole. You are sacred." Now let that truth enter your breath. Let it rest in your heart. Let it heal every place that once felt divided or unseen. And now imagine this web of light growing stronger, each soul breathing in gratitude, exhaling love. Breathe in and exhale. Across cities, nations, and timelines, this web vibrates with one heartbeat. We are one community, one breath, one spirit. In this awareness, remember the divine conversation, the still, small voice that writes upon the pages of your soul. Whisper softly within yourself, "I am listening. I am willing. I am grateful." And let this sacred dialogue unfold in silence for a few moments. Perhaps a word, image, or feeling rises within you. Whatever it is holy. Receive it now with love. And as you return to the present moment, place your hand on your heart and say, "The heart that listens becomes the vessel of miracles." Take one final breath and feel the gratitude settle deep within you. A peace that cannot be taken, a love that cannot be broken, a light that forever connects. When you are ready, open your eyes. Carry this awareness into your week. Wherever you go, remember, The world may shut down, but the heart never stops speaking. And so it is. Amen. And let us just take that beautiful energy and awareness into our new song this week, The Heart That Listens.
When the noise of the world grows too heavy to bear, and the silence feels holy, but no one is there, close your eyes to the chaos, breathe deep and be still. The heart that listens will know what is real. The heart that listens hears the voice of love, whispering softly, you are enough. Through every shadow, through joy and tears, the heart that listens will always hear. When the lights all go out and the headlines scream fear, when you've prayed for a sign and it still isn't clear, remember, beloved, you're part of the plan. The answers you seek are held in your hands. The heart that listens hears the voice of love, whispering softly, you are enough. Through every silence, through loss and years, the heart that listens will always hear. Every breath is a message, every moment a song. You've been speaking with heaven all along. When you listen within, the divine appears, and the love becomes the voice that your spirit hears. The heart that listens hears the voice of love, whispering gently from below and above. Through every shadow, it's perfectly clear. The heart that listens will always hear. I am listening. I am willing. I am grateful.
I am listening, I am willing, and I am grateful. We are listening, we are willing, and we are grateful. And so it is. Amen. And so wherever there is pain and suffering within yourself and within others, let's just take the energy of that beautiful song, knowing that we are connected by our heart, and that we are using the power that we have been given spiritually and energetically to be a healing force in this world for all of those who are suffering. And for those of you out there whose desire is to uplift this planet, that is our task, that is our invitation to heal our governments, to heal the unjust, any unjust laws, to heal those who are suffering from resentment and fear and greed and being lost in a world driven by their own spiritual unawakening, their own amnesia to the truth of unconditional love, who they truly are and who they were created to be. They are lost, and we will help them find the way to the light and to the heart, to become awakened so that they may fulfill their purpose and destiny here and in the hereafter. And that brings us to our offerings and blessings of gifts. And I invite you to our website, universalrainbowfaith.org. Know that your contributions help keep this ministry growing, and we have some financial goals to meet, and we are asking for you to help fund that in any way that you can. Any amount is a blessing and is appreciated, and we are grateful for. We are looking to create a regular active members who give on a regular basis so that we can grow this ministry and build the most beautiful building here in Las Vegas as our flagship new church. And that will cost quite a bit. So we're reaching out to all in the community who want to see that made possible. If you're enjoying these services and you're getting something out of this, we practice regular tithing and giving, which is we give 10% of our gross to that which spiritually feeds us. And it may not go all to one organization. You may have different spiritual homes where you are really feeling fed and nourished spiritually. I practice regular tithing and giving in many ways, not only of financial, but in time. We can tithe our time, our talents, our treasures. And so you're invited to give joyfully and give freely, knowing that your generosity helps keep this ministry alive. And it is my great joy and privilege to be here with you each week as we are building this together. And so let us do our affirmation. I give from the light within me. My gift heals hearts and sustains hope. And thank you so much for your generous contributions by mail-in check and by Tidely and donations online. And so let us just enjoy in the next moment our closing song, Embracing Togetherness, that we begin in unity and we close in the same, knowing that together we rise, together we shine, one heart, one light, divine. And our closing proclamation this evening, we rise with delight. We'll say this together. We are not what they said we were. We are what the light inside us says we are. We rise not in spite of darkness, but because we were born to bring the light. This season, we walk with gratitude. This season, we walk with truth. This season, we shine together. And my final blessing for you, my friends, may Saint Wewa guide your steps towards balance and understanding. May gratitude ground your spirit in peace. And may the light of love surround you always. Go in faith, go in strength, and go in community. And blessings to you. And I thank you for tuning in this evening. I invite you back next week, and the week after, and the week after. And it is my great honor and privilege to be able to be here with you and share these messages of love. I thank you so much. And check out our YouTube and TikTok. Follow, like, subscribe, share, send this to friends and family who need these messages of hope and light. And we thank you for helping us grow our social media followers so that we can get this message out to all of those who need it and desire it and want to grow spiritually. And enjoy our closing song, Embracing Togetherness, and feel free to join in if you like.
In every color we unite, together we shine, bring the light through stormy weather, through the pain. With open hearts we'll break the chains. It's you and me, we'll stand so tall in the rainbow's embrace. We'll never fall. Hand in hand, we'll share the dream, a tapestry of love woven at the seams. With every hue a voice is strong, together as one, where we all belong. It's you and me, we'll rise above in the rainbow's embrace. We'll spread our love in every corner of the earth. We sing a symphony of hope that unity brings. With every color, let our love soar, together as one, forevermore.
Namaste, blessings, thank you, and we will see you next week. I love you, and I thank you for joining me tonight. Have a great week, everybody.